Okay, fellas, nice chatting with you. I've got to move on now and get on with tonight's work. Take care now. And hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's video. Yes, tonight we're going to be driving this class 40. Yes, and we're doing it at night time. Is it difficult to drive at night? Well, let's find out. Let's get aboard and let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get our AWS sorted out first of all. If I can just grab hold of it there. Get in our chair, acknowledge the AWS, and let's find our master key hidden away there. That's the throttle. Master key is on. Get the reverser into forward. And we need to get our... Oh, the head code was already switched on. We need to get our instrument lights on then. We'll leave our cab lights on for the moment. We'll just put this brake on. And we'll release our train brake. So there we go. All ready to go. Right, so we're off to upper goods. Good God, I'm struggling to say that. Right, so our brakes are released. We can start applying some throttle. And we should start rolling. Yes, we are. We want to be careful we don't break this speed limit here. We'll just get our cab lights off, because the cab lights are quite intrusive during night driving. I mean, you can drive with them on if you wish, but it's not the done thing, because cab lights do reflect off the windscreen and make it more difficult to see what's actually going on outside. I do know that it does create a bit of a problem for us controller players. I am an Xbox Series X player. There isn't a shortcut on the controller to enable you to turn on the cab lights on and off, and I know this is something that's been mentioned a few times, and so you end up fumbling around trying to find it manually, which can be quite annoying. The only way you can get around it is by jumping out of your chair and turning your head torch on. And then looking for it, but you know, you don't really want to be jumping out of the chair when you're driving along. So here we have this beautiful evening scene here. The evening sky has a purple haze, the sun has just gone down, and as we depart Kingmoor Depot. So we have two Class 101s there, parked up on the left, that have come in for some maintenance at the end of their duties for the day. Just apply a little bit of brake to try and avoid breaking our speed limit. So is night driving more difficult? Yes, of course it is. It is definitely more difficult for both the real-life driver as well as a trained sim world driver. To make things a little bit easier for you as a trained sim world driver, I do suggest that you do actually drive at night. Well, what I mean is drive in the evening when it is darker, so that you haven't got any reflections bouncing off your TV screen. Or at least close all your curtains so that you haven't got any, you know, lights or reflections bouncing off your screen, which are more obvious when your screen is quite dark or black. It just makes it a little bit more easy. It actually makes it a little bit more immersive anyway and realistic. And if you do it at night time, Um, it's even better. It just feels more real. I suggest that you, if you haven't really tried it or given up on trying, I suggest that you do try on routes that you know better than others, the ones which you're most familiar with. And just take your time and just practice, and you will find that it is quite rewarding, particularly when you're in these areas of the route that are beautifully lit, as you've just seen a moment ago, and we'll see a little bit more of in a moment or two as well. So real life drivers, they do find it more tiring. Often we'll just apply a little bit of thrash here now, so our speed limit is going up. Wow, look at that, eh? Beautiful. Okay, let's pop back into the cab. So, what you will find, what is much easier in the evening, if you use, if you refer to the actual signals on the track as I do, you will see that they are much easier to see than they are in the daytime. See them at a greater distance. Just need to apply some brakes here because we may need to stop. Oh, it's just changed for us. I'll apply some more throttle. We're being diverted onto the main line. No point in us picking up any more speed really, because our crossover speed is 20 miles an hour as we cross over the track. Let's just apply a little bit of brake as we cross over. Yeah, so real life drivers do find it more tiring. They do find it more difficult to find their cues for when to slow down when approaching stations. One of the things that helps them keep focused is many a train driver will open their train windows to let in plenty of fresh air. So we must be getting quite close now to Carlisle station, because my visual cue here is this car park on our left, which is lit up. So I wonder what delights we will find at the station. Just apply a little bit more throttle now. Oh, we've got a, what's this? It's a class, is it a class 87 or? Yeah, it's a class 87. So we have, I assume to be the train station's car park. Just need to drop our speed here now. Great. So what have we got on our right hand side here? Can't quite make out what we got on our right there. I think it's some freight, but we've got a class 101 here on our left, and a class 40, oh no, it's a class 86, cool. Right, we'll slow down a little bit here now, because we do have a Class 101 on our left here, and I am aware that it's due to depart at 9:30. So if we slow down a little bit, we might be able to drive alongside it for a little bit. As she departs. Doesn't this station look wonderfully lit though? You know, just trains have done a fantastic job. It looks really realistic. Well, the doors have closed, so she is about to leave. I can hear her leaving now. We'll pick up a little bit of our speed. Just pull back here. And there she is. Wow. That looks pretty cool. And there she goes. She's going down. Down past us there. So we've got a yellow here now. So our next light is potentially red. So we need to bear that in mind. Just take a quick look back. Wow, look at that. So it's still quite purpley in the background there. So what we're actually doing this evening, we're moving some, what is supposed to be empty rolling stock, but I'm sure it isn't, because we all know that if you're a regular player of Train Sim World, when coaches are meant to be empty, they're not. And when they're supposed to be full, they're not. One day it'll be right. So we were just acknowledging our AWS there. Yeah, so we're driving this empty, so-called empty rolling stock from Kingmoor down just past Carlisle here into the Upper by Up goods yard. So I don't think that's our signal there, is it? No, that's the other track. Yeah, so give it a go, you know, give it a go on your favourite route, give it a go on with your favourite logo, with your favourite loco. One of the decent routes I recommend for night driving is driving the Pendolino on the Euston to Milton Keynes route, West Coast Main Line. Although the Pendolino doesn't stop very often, maybe once or twice along that route, you do go through many stations which are fully lit, and they look pretty awesome. It looks pretty futuristic. So we're shortly coming to our, I don't know why I've allowed myself, probably too busy chatting, taking quite a bit of speed offers here, so just give us a little bit of throttle. But we are stopping very shortly in about just over 200 yards. mean, it's not something you'd want to do every day. Is drive at night time. It does become a little bit of a strain if you were to be playing this every night. It would be quite off-putting. Right, we've got 50 yards, so we just need to bring it to a stop now. Just creep a little bit more forward to make sure that the objective is acknowledged. Yes, it is, and I think we've got a class 87 or 86 passing by. Can't see it. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're just going to go and change our light at the rear, because it'll be set to tail. So we just need to take that off, and we'll just put a Bardic lamp on there, or try to, just to give us a tiny little bit of light. Okay, we need to hop back on board. Just get this. Are we on? Yes. Just get that door closed. Get back in the chair. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's just put our cab light on just for a moment. Get back in our chair. And we don't need our head code on now. We need our tail light on though. Is it that one? Let's just check from outside. Yes, that's correct. Right. So, let's get going. First of all, let's get our loco brake on. And let's get our reverser. The throttle's still turned on there. Let's get our reverser into reverse, and we need to release the brakes. Okay, that should be enough, shouldn't it? Right, let's apply some throttle and get our loco brake off. I think we've started moving, yes, so we just need to get these cab lights off now. And we've got a 10-mile-an-hour speed limit coming up, so we need to make sure that we don't pick up too much speed, because we are going downhill. So if we just move further along so that we can get a view of her reversing into this depot area here, get into an area where there's some more light. And I think we'll get ourselves over here. I think that might be a good spot. Hopefully she'll be coming round the corner any moment. I think I can see a little light. Yeah, there they are. They're coming in now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna bring it right down to around about 5 miles an hour, because it does get very dark down the bottom end of these sidings. And so we don't want to go crashing into the buffers, do we now? We'll just keep her at a steady 5 miles an hour. Okay, so let's make our way down to the bottom end. So yeah, this is where the night driving does become a little bit more difficult, because some of these sidings are not floodlit. So we do need to take a little bit of extra care. Just want to make sure I get my camera at the end of where we need to stop. Can't quite get my camera down to the ground. There we go. Right, so that will do. So what we need to do is get back in the cab, just get out of the chair a moment and just get our torch on and get these cab lights back on for a moment. And make sure we get this loco brake on. And we need to get the reverser into forward, but we just need to make sure that throttle is completely switched off, of course. Get it into forward, release our brakes. We do need to uncouple, actually. So we're uncoupled. We need to get our head code back on. Tail light off. Tail lights off too. Just leave our cab lights on for a moment. What we do need to go and do is we now need to put the tail light on our rear cab. Let's just get up here, and that's the instrument tail. Just have a quick look if I've got the right side on. Yes. Okay. Oh, we don't need to go back in there now, do we? So we just need to shut that door, which I often find difficulty with. Right, so I think we're all ready to go. Have we got all our correct lights on the front here? Yes. Let's climb back up. Get the door closed. Get in our chair. I'm just going to make sure that I cleanly release these brakes. So sometimes when you decouple, the brakes don't always properly release. Right, so there we go. And we have got that in forward, haven't we? Yes. So we can start pulling forward now. Right, we can get these cab lights off. What I tell you what I haven't done. Just get out of our chair a minute. I think I haven't put her into forward yet. I'm assuming that is the case. Oh no, I have. Right, okay. Throttle off. We did. Ah, have I got my loco brake on? Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. Right, let's release our brakes then. Loco brake off. Let's get some throttle on. And we're off now. Hooray. There we go. Right, we can switch our cab lights off. just need to make sure we don't speed over the speed limit. We got, is that a 87 there on the left? Yeah, it's got 2 windows. Okay, so we'll just have a quick look from outside. And there you go. As you can see, I mean, you know, sometimes it can be even more colourful driving at night time than in the day. It's certainly more difficult, and it can become quite tiring and monotonous, especially if you're running, say, from Preston to Carlisle. There are many dark areas. But doing one once in a little while, I think, is good for the soul. So we're almost complete. We've almost completed this evening's task. Just got 50 yards now, so we'll apply some throttle some brake. So I hope you found it helpful, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you've got any tips with the night driving, or any experiences you'd like to share, I'd love to hear them. So, there you go. Complete. Operation complete. We'll just have a quick look there over the top. There's a little bit of a night scene for you. So there you go. Is it difficult? Yes. But is it worth it? Definitely. It creates more immersion and realism, and it encourages you to challenge yourself. So, thank you for watching. Please come back again. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Take care now. Bye.